Hey, everybody. It's been a long time. Welcome back to Valeta's World. Well, it's me, Carmelita, guys. I know I've been missing in action. I decided, let me just do a live today instead of doing a video because I really haven't been having time to um, to edit videos and put them up. I have so much going on. I miss each and every last one of you guys. I hope you get a chance to watch this live if you don't make it in to the live, because it is an impromptu live. I just decided to just jump on here and go live and let you all know what I've been up to lately. I have had so much going on, and that's the reason why I have not been able to upload videos. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carmelita, and this is Life After Gastric Bypass and Retirement. I'm retired from Social Security Administration after 35 years of work. So the reason, and everybody that's returning, thank you so much, you guys. I miss you so much. But I just, like I said, been having so much going on, and I'm gonna try and bring you guys all up to date. First off, I have been seeing my neurologist for my nerve damage in my hand, and they scheduled me my surgery for this month, and I got a call. Yeah, I got a phone call. Why did they cancel your girl's surgery? So for those of you who's in there, hit that hype button. If you're on your phone, hype up my video so YouTube can show it to other people, and share my live so that other people can come on in. So yeah, I was supposed to get surgery on my hand, and I've been going to the doctor for that. And they canceled my surgery due to my sleep apnea because it was at an outpatient hospital. And they said, since I have severe sleep apnea, it's best that I have my surgery in a hospital setting, just in case something go wrong. So yeah, I don't have no problems with that. I'd rather be in the hospital. If that's the case, in case I stop breathing on that table, baby, I need somebody to wake your girl up. I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon. Now, since we've gotten back from our vacation over in Thailand, things have been rolling. I've been trying, like I said, to get this surgery done. As you all know, I got my nephew. He is a senior. This year, he will be graduating. So, yeah, kudos to me, pat on my back. This is the last of the Mohicans, raising someone's child. So I cannot wait. Hey, cousin, how you doing? I cannot wait until he graduates. We got 3 people graduating. Hey, hush. Cooper over here, you guys, he acting a fool. I don't know who he barking at. Hush! I'm gonna make you go outside. I don't know who he barking at. I'm trying to see. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Look, the camera is sitting kind of far away, and I can barely read what's coming up in the messages. So I'm gonna try. When you see me getting up, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading what you guys are saying. So yeah, I have a senior, and he's graduating this year. My granddaughter is graduating this year, and my nephew, my great nephew that I'm raising, his sister is graduating this year. So his parents and siblings all will be out here for his graduation. And so I've been very busy. We're working on trying to get all this set up for him for graduation. I done did the senior pictures. I've done the, we're going to look at a hall to rent, since we got 3 of them graduating this year. And we're gonna try and have all the family and everybody at their graduation at a hall instead of in my house. because that's going to be just too many people, and I don't want to clean up or do anything. Paulette and I, we decided we're going to have this thing catered and at an event hall, and that's what we're doing for all 3 of them. Now, I know y'all all probably wondering, where am I at with the weight loss? Thank you. Well, when I got back from Thailand, I had dropped down 14 pounds in 30 days, guys. Woo! It was a lot of walking, and their food is so fresh over in Thailand, so it just goes right through you. You don't have all that processed stuff in your body, so it just works through you so much better. But that didn't last long. Baby, when I tell you those 14 pounds came back, they came back with the vengeance. Your girl got up to, I went from 246 back up to 6. Sorry, guys. I went from 246 back up to 262. Yeah, I had gotten that high, up to 262 pounds. And come home to find out, I was eating a lot because of my new medication. My doctor had put me on this medication, and it had me up eating at night all day. It was just too much. And I had to let him know. I say, look, I done had gastric bypass surgery, and I've been doing good with my eating, and I'm just steady gaining weight. Well, with that being said, I'm down to 257 now. And I did that within the last 3 days, from 262 down to 257 in 3 days, because I just said, you know what? Stop eating the carbs. Stop eating the carbs, no bread, and get it off. So that's what I did. And this is only day 3. And I am going to do my best to stick with it. Somebody had a question. Let's see. CC Fent Heron. I got all the good shit. Oh, baby, I don't do drugs. So, yeah, thank you for coming in. But nobody over here does drugs. So, anyway, first time that ever happened to me, guys, somebody coming in talking like that. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at with the weight loss. And also, I'm doing good. I am doing good. I went out in the garden. I picked some greens. So here it is right here. That's what we're going to be doing. This is my collard greens right here. I picked them, cleaned them, and froze them. And then I had my cabbage. My cabbage heads never form, guys. They never form. So, but my leaves came. I got a lot of cabbage leaves. See that? Look at that. So, yeah, I got my cabbage. And look, a lot of them broke up from me washing them, baby, because I washed the hell out of this cabbage leaf. So I'm going to cut this cabbage up and mix it with the greens. I'm going to have some cabbage and greens. And I've already smoked the turkey tails in the Instapot. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner. And I'm going to bake some chicken. I'm going to do some Asian bang bang chicken in the oven. And this should last me for a few days. And I'll freeze some and send some over to my daughter-in-law. So the gardening is going well. The next thing, I see somebody else said something. Let me see. They replied before and deleted it. They've been reported. Okay, great. Thanks. So, excuse me. Thank you so much for letting me know that. So the other thing I wanted to bring you guys abreast on, your girl is in school. I am taking I'm taking trading classes in the stock market, learning how to trade in the stock market. And I joined this school called the Trading Academy. I can't show you guys any of the screens when I'm in class. I can't even take you along with me when I go to class, because if you do that, then you forfeit your money that you done paid into the school. baby, and they kick you out. This is a lifetime schooling that I get, and I love that. Once you pay for this school, this trading academy, you have it for life. I did my research. They've been around for over 30 years. You guys hit that thumbs up button as you come in to the live. So yeah, at the Trading Academy, they teach us how to do day trading, stock options, forexes, futures, all that, and how to time the market, when to get in and get out, and it's a lot. When I tell you it's a school, it's a school. We thought that we was just going, it was going to be something simple, but it is actual school, and I am really, really enjoying it. And I'm finna get these coins, girl. I'm finna get these coins, y'all. That's what I'm finna do, if everything goes right. Now, next, I am going to be cutting up these cabbages. And like I said, I already cooked my turkey tail, so I'm just gonna throw this in there in the pot to go with it. I'm not gonna do all of the cabbage. I'm just gonna do a little bit, because the kids, I don't understand it, but they don't eat greens. If it's something you guys want to know, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll tell you. The stock trading, what I like is I've been following a lot of young sisters and brothers online, and this is what a lot of them, that's all they do for a living. Some people call it gambling. Some people don't. I've played in the stock market several times, and if you have a 401k, that's all it is. They putting your money in the stock market, and that's how they make your money. And sometimes you lose and sometimes you win. The whole thing is just to come out on top. Make sure you're winning. You don't want to be a loser. You want to be a winner. You got to learn how to win. So when you lose, you still always ahead. And that's the reason why we're taking the classes, because I want to always be ahead. So far, when I've bought stock or on the sidelines, other than when I had my TSP, which is like a 401k, but that's with the federal government. That's part of their retirement plan that you can pay into if you choose to, because they put money in for you, but it's always good for you to match. They match you dollar for dollar. It's always good for you to match and do it. So anyway, I played stock. The first time I did it was in 2020 during COVID. I had never played stock before. So my friend, she was talking about she was buying stocks on Cash App. So I went into Cash App and I bought this stock. I forget the name of it, but anyway, they made batteries out of C2O, out of water. And I was watching this little young boy on YouTube, and he was talking about how the company never turned a profit, and how that's the reason he never bought the stock, because the company never turned a profit. So he wouldn't buy their stock. At the time, the stock was $6 each. And it was like late night, I was in the bed just watching him. And then he went on to say that Jeff Bezos had bought several of their little robotic machines to work in his warehouse, where they would go and, pull stuff from the shelves. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did he just say Jeff Bezos of Amazon? And then he showed the robots in Amazon and the big old machine where the water batteries would go and recharge. I'm like, hell, if Jeff Bezos is purchasing from this stock, then I think it's worth buying. Then as I'm watching, another video came up about this same stock. Y'all know how YouTube do it, just keep giving you the same stuff. So then another video came up and they showed these trucks that was running off C2O, I hope I'm saying it right, you know, the water batteries. And they were box trucks, big box trucks, you know, that hauling big box trucks. And I'm like, what? And that was over in Japan or China. So you know what your girl did. That right there was a clue to me to buy some of this stock. It was $6 so each. So I think I spent like $26 on the stock. I just bought $26 worth. Well, I didn't pay it no mind, okay? So mind you, we in COVID. I'm doing my work at my desk, and then I got my phone on, my computer on, and I'm on my laptop doing my work. And then I got my personal laptop on watching YouTube. Child, why they came on and they was talking about this stock was now $11. So it's done went from $6 to $11. I'm like, ooh, I done made a lot of money. Not a lot, but I made some money, right? So I said, if it's $11, let me buy some more. So you know what your girl did? Your girl went in there. I think I bought like $100 more worth of stock, of that stock. Only about $100 more, I think. Baby, why, when I tell you that stock that I bought went from $11 to $27 a share. Mind you, I got in, my first get in was when it was $6 a share. Then I got $100 worth at $11 a share. And I know some of y'all are probably saying, but how can that be? You didn't buy it's not adding up. You didn't buy the full shares. Well, one thing about stocks is you don't have to buy a full stock. You can buy partial shares. So, and I learned, that was the first thing I learned. So next thing you know, baby, I cashed out. I can't remember, but it was a couple thousands of dollars that I cashed out of a $126 investment. That was my first introduction into stocks. So I still didn't understand it. I just knew I made some money. So I bought a couple of more. I even bought a little Bitcoin and some Dogecoin when it first came out, and sold it and made money. Dogecoin, I spent $20 on my Dogecoin, and when I cast it out, I had like about $400, all by luck. I'm telling you, it was no strategy to it at all by luck. But I'm such a tightwad when it comes to my money. If you notice, I wasn't really spending anything. So hence the reason why here it is, years later, 6 years later, we finally in a class for learning day trading. So hopefully everything will go well. Well, guys, I'm going to take this and put this, I'm going to turn the camera around so y'all can walk with me. This tripod moves, but my little clicker to make it move, it's on the charger. It's dead. So I'm just going to turn you around toward the kitchen area, which is where I'm going. I got enough of the greens already. I got enough of the greens already, so I'm just gonna bring y'all on over here with me. See? So this is my Instapot. So that's my turkey tails up in there. So your girl is going to just add the cabbage up in there. So I'm gonna add my cabbage and some, and what I did was when I cooked my turkey tails, I cooked them in chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. So I didn't have any vegetable broth, so I just used my chicken broth. It doesn't matter. And with the smoked turkey tails, you don't really have to put no salt or anything in these greens. All I'm gonna do is add a little garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm out of whole onions, but I got some frozen onions. And I'm gonna put these frozen collard greens that came out the garden up in here. And I'm looking for this. So I don't have any, like I said, I'm out of whole onions. I gotta go to the grocery store. But I got these frozen onions and bell peppers. Blend by, I think, yes, Pick Sweet Farms. I get them at Walmart. So, yeah, we're going to put some of these in here. And add all right. And put a little onions and bell peppers up in there since I don't have any fresh onions or bell pepper. The frozen ones will do. Baby, you got to make do with what you got sometimes. That's what you got to do. And then I'm going to add a little, I mixed my onion and garlic powder in here, both. I'm going to add a little black pepper. Then I'm going to try a little Kinder's buttery garlic and herb. Now, I'm going to do a half a tablespoon of this chicken bouillon. And that's going to be all the seasoning we put in there. And that's it. And we're going to turn this on. Okay. I think I'm going to do a soup. And I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to wash this chicken, guys. That's what I'm going to do next. I got these chicken wings. I don't know if this is a deal or not, but I think it's a good deal. You get all these whole, this is not party wings. This is whole chicken wings at Kroger. They always have them for $10. So last time I went, they were out. This last time this time, the time before last when I went, they were out. This time when I got there, they did have a couple of them. So I grabbed them for $10 each. And you get 10 wings for $10. So it's $1 a wing. It's still, I think it's worth it because I be looking at 10 wings and they be wanting $15 for 10 wings. So, you know your girl. Let me turn y'all around. Bring y'all up to me. Y'all know your girl, I am one for a deal. So we're gonna wash this chicken. I don't know, some people don't wash their chicken, but I do. I did find out that in restaurants, y'all know restaurants don't wash their chicken? Nope. They just cook it like it is. They take it out the package, season it up. They don't wash their meat. Now, I'm not talking mom and pop restaurants. I'm talking them 5-star, those nice restaurants. Yeah. When I found that out, I was shocked. Oh, that wasn't bad. They didn't have much hair on it. They only had a couple of pieces. They had cloth. Okay. That's real good. Yeah. I was really shocked to find out that stores do not, restaurants don't be washing their meat. Crazy. I'm over here and I'm getting ready to turn on my oven, preheat my oven. Should have been done it, but that's all right. And I'm getting my okay, you guys, so this is the pan that I'm gonna use for my chicken. So I'm gonna spray it with Pam so the chicken won't stick. Let me grab some Pam. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want my chicken sticking, so I'm gonna spray it, coat it real good. What y'all saying over here? Hey, how you doing, Christy? Hey, India, thank you for the love. It looked like bug spray. No, it's Pam. No bug spray. It looked like it's Pam. So we're gonna put a lid. Guys, tell me, what should I do with all this extra cabbage I got? I already put some in here to freeze. What you think? Should I make a cold slice? You know, make thin slices and make a coleslaw? Because I do have some carrots and raisins. I could make a coleslaw with some of this as well. And I can also do a stir fry. You know what? I think I'm just going to freeze it. I'm going to freeze this. And later, and then I'll, next time I take it out the freezer, that's when I'll do something with it. So we just going to freeze this. But I'm going to put a lid on it for now and put it in the refrigerator. I don't know where I got these bowls at, baby, but when I tell you, look at this. Look at that. And they seal. This is a nice set. And put this in the refrigerator. But if you ever see it, babe, get it. You guys will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed at all. So now we done washed the chicken. We're gonna go over here to the table. Well, I guess I can do it here with you guys. Let me see if I can bring you down. I think it'll do better at the table. And then we're gonna season it up, okay? So we're gonna bring you back over to the table. And I'm gonna, let's see. I like this little tripod I got. I wish I had knew that it needed to be charged. I would have charged it earlier to get that swivel. You know what I mean? So you guys could follow me. That's what I was trying to trying to do so you could, when I walk, you could see, but it's okay. We're going to make do with what we got. So I got my little pan. So if I season it, this chicken, I can put it on the rack. Guys, I had to grab me some gloves because the girl, whew, I don't want all this chicken all over my hand, especially when I start seasoning it up, you know. I don't like the feel of the chicken on my hands. It's just like when I'm flouring fish and frying fish. Same thing, I gotta put on me a glove. Maybe if I did like my mom and them used to do, just how I did it when I was a kid, just, you remember the paper bag, guys? Remember that? Those of you who my age, y'all probably, if you're not my age, sorry, but if you're my age, you know what I'm talking about. You would, let me go pour this water out. You would season your flour and your cornmeal in a paper bag. And that's how you would do your chicken, your chicken before you fried it. And you would use those old deep dish cast iron skillets to deep fry your chicken in. So, as you guys can see, that's my chicken. Let me see if anybody said anything. Y'all know I got these glasses on and I had my bypass surgery 2 years ago. It's been 2 years as of January the 22nd of this year. 2 years. Now, I know you're looking at me and saying, ooh, would you still big? I'll give you my starting weight. I started out at 439 pounds. Now, I probably was larger than that, but when I got on that scale and it said 439 pounds, I did not start trying to lose weight then. I never got back on that scale again. I was too embarrassed and scared. So I didn't want to know. So, and that, it took a while for me to get back on the scale. And I got back on the scale when I decided to go ahead on and do weight loss surgery. And when I got back, by then, I was weighing 432 pounds. I had lost probably nine pounds, not trying to. I think I started trying to lose weight before I went to my doctor is what happened. That's why I lost the 9. I was 432 by the time I started going to the doctor to lose weight. And so now, as of this morning, I'm 257. Size-wise, as far as clothes go, I am but 2X. 3X's be too big. Pretty much they're too big. But a 2X, I can do a 2X. What I just put was a little pink Himalayan salt on my chicken, garlic and onion powder mix that I mixed. And now I'm putting black pepper. And this is gonna go in the oven. I'm not frying it because, like I said, due to my medication that my doctor had me on, I start eating. And so those of you who have lost weight or is on medication, and pay attention to what's happening with your body. Because I was eating so much. It was like at 10 o'clock at night. And I've never been a nighttime eater, ever. I would literally get up out the bed and come in the kitchen and pop me some popcorn, grab me a bite to eat. I got to eating sweets and cakes and pies and cooking sweets. This right here is the Kinder's buttery garlic herb. Now I'm adding this, even though I'm adding the Bang Bang chicken, because the Bang Bang chicken, Bang Bang sauce seasoning, I think it needs a little bit of help, just a little bit. My other one that I had, it hardened up. It's all hard over there, so I'm gonna throw that one away. Somehow some moisture or something got in there. So, and I'm gonna put a lot of this on there. This stuff is really, really good. It's really good, but you gotta really coat it. You can't be skimpy with it. Nope, you can't be skimpy. Not with that Bang Bang, because you want that flavor all over this chicken. So you don't want to be skimpy. So I'm gonna add some more of that. Ask me how I know, because I done made this stuff several times. So I know the more I put in here, the better it tastes. Okay. So you want to coat it real good. All right, guys. So see, that's what she's looking like. Now, I am going to put her on the pan. I'm gonna lay this chicken out. Somebody said something. Let me see what you're saying, babe. I said that. That's okay. You can be big up top, baby, but when you start losing that weight, the top is gonna go down. My breasts have deflated. See that? They are deflated, baby. They so flat. They so flat. I was top heavy too, and the minute I had surgery, but I remember before I gained all that weight, I was a 36B. True story. I was a 36B. This person right here, they called me a four-eyed goon and said they think my feet got a whole lot of fungus. Well, thank you very much. But baby, I'm a clean woman, very clean. All right? You don't know what you're talking about, baby. Let me show you something. Let mama show you how she living. Okay? You see this? You see this? Don't talk shit that you don't know. And that's just one part of this house. Girl is clean and paid and retired at 54 years old. You need to check yourself. Check yourself, baby. Because I'm a blessed woman. Because I do good by people. And people do good by me. And you're just a troll. You're just a troll behind a keyboard because you have no life. And that's sad. And I'm going to pray for you that God blesses you to one day live a good life like I live and travel the world like I do. Okay? That's what we're going to pray for you. That you get a life and he love on you like he loves on me. All right, now back to my peoples. So, yeah, like I said, my chest was the first thing to go. And you just think back to before you gain weight, were you large-breasted at a small size? If you were large-breasted at a small size, then yeah, even when you lose weight, you're gonna be large-breasted. But if you was small-breasted, and you gain weight like I did, you get up to over 400 and some pounds like I was. When you lose that weight, that shit is gonna deflate and be like a pancake. Oh Lord, yes, but that's okay. As long as you're feeling good and you're able to move, which I got my life back. I'm able to move. No, I don't, you know, move like I used to, but I can move. I can walk now. I love swimming. I love getting out and enjoying nature. I have always been a person to love nature and travel. Like I said, we just did a 30-day trip to Thailand. And that whole month in Thailand was wonderful. So we will be moving there for at least a year or more. We don't know. We are unsure as of right now if we're going to stay permanently or just for the year. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so now that we got the chicken together, guys, we're going to bring you back over in the kitchen area. And we're going to put this chicken in the oven. All right, so I got that on high bake, 375. And we're gonna cook this. I think I'm gonna put on my timer because we're gonna cook this for about 45. Let me clear that. We're gonna cook this for 60 minutes. Let's do 60. All right, we're gonna put it in there for an hour, but I'll keep an eye on it to see how it come out. So, anyways, let me get this bowl over here. We're gonna rinse her out. I don't know how many people like to clean as they go. I'm one that I like to clean my kitchen as I go. So that's what I do. I clean as I go. I did do some dishes earlier. So what we're getting ready to do, before we put this in the dishwasher, we're going to put away the dishes. So what I've been doing to keep me on track, to keep me from overeating lately, the last 3 days, if I get hungry, I'll have a cup of coffee because coffee is a filler. I know it's a diuretic as well, but it is a filler. And that's one thing I like about coffee is it takes the hunger away. Now, today I had tomato soup for lunch. I didn't even realize I wound up fasting today, not by choice. It just happened that way. And I didn't eat nothing until I think it was 12:30. 1 o'clock was my first meal that I ate today. And I had been up since 7 a.m. That's kind of late for me, but yeah, I had got up about 7 o'clock. And I had me a can of condensed tomato soup, and I added some soy milk, a can of soy milk to the soup, and it was really, really good. Well, because, you know, tomato soup is not a protein, I got hungry. Ooh, I say within an hour after I ate, hour and a half. So I just grabbed me some Planters peanuts, and I ate some Planters peanuts. So that's what I had. Now, I think I'm going to have me a cup of coffee because I'm getting hungry, and I don't want to eat nothing else until I have dinner. And that's going to be a while. We're talking about another hour or so away. So we're going to do the unstoppable and have me a cup of coffee. And I've been drinking a lot of water, guys. I've been doing like 30 ounces of water. And that's been really, really helping save me. Is me doing my water. So guys, tell me, do you guys like the lives better than the videos, or do you like them both? I want to know. Which ones do you like best? This one then. Yeah. So which ones do you like best? The lives or the videos? I'm trying to do the videos, but it takes so much time to edit those videos. Baby, when I tell you, a lot of time for me editing those videos. It's so much easier to just, I'm noticing, just to come on here and talk to you guys. When I talk to you guys, it's a lot easier, and I can answer your questions right away and share with you what's going on. I'm going to show you guys my setup too. If not today, later, I'll show you my setup for my trading. Where I trade at. I'm not going to show you my school part, but I'll show you, you know, the sheets and stuff. Oh. Look, I'm halfway doing stuff, running my mouth, and still got forks and spoons to put away. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys, try and show you guys my charts that I'm using when I learn my trading on, what I'm learning trading on. And when you set up a trading account, they have it where you can click on paper trading. And if you click on paper trading, that means you're not trading, you know, you're not trading real money. It's paper money, so it's all fake. And so I like that. You know, I like that. It's really, really good. This right here, guys, you see this cake, this set right here? I bought this from my friend's daughter. She had started selling Cutco knife set. If you don't know about Cutco, check it out. These are lifetime knives. I'm mad because 3 of my steak knives is missing. And I just have not broke down to buy the steak knives. I don't care how much money you got, if you only got it because you're thrifty. And I'm a thrifty, as I always tell you guys, I'm very thrifty and frugal. So each knife, if I get them new, I think it's $200, a little over $200 for each steak knife. That's like over $600. I don't think so. So I did go on eBay and find some white pearl handle Cutco knives. They were like $100 and something. So I don't know. I might break down and buy them, because I'm taking that Cutco set with me when I go to Thailand. I'm not leaving that here. My nephew and them will not be tearing up that. That's going to have to go with me, because they will be at the house. They're not going. They're staying here. I know everybody I watched on, just about most people who move out the country, I don't care where they move to, Mexico, if they relocated to Mexico, Vietnam, China, Africa. Most people who's moving abroad, they sell everything. House, cars, clothes. They sell everything they own. Um, but right now we're heads up about that because we don't know if we want to be gone forever or not. Although I love Thailand, way better than the U.S., I don't know if I'm ready to do that big move and get rid of everything just yet. I know it's just stuff, but the boys, they young, 20 and 17, so they don't need a place to stay. They're going to have to pay rent wherever they go. So they can stay here and pay the utilities and water and garbage and all that. They pay us and we'll pay the bill from where we at. I'm not chancing no kids to be paying no bill. Matter of fact, we even gonna have a housekeeper come in here and clean once a week. Because we've been trying to teach them how to clean. They doing better. They doing a whole lot better. But they still ain't there yet. So we gonna have to just stay on them a little. Oh, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all don't see me. We gonna have to stay on them a little longer, cause like I said, they're not there yet. Those of you who like to make salads, and when you drain in your lettuce, I found this little salad spinner. I think I got it at Buggy Busters. Y'all know, remember, y'all can go back and look in some old videos of mine when I was selling on eBay, and I would do I would go sourcing to sell stuff, and I found this. It was spank brand new in Buggy Busters on Dollar Day, and when I tell you, this thing works good for draining your lettuce, cabbage, whatever you wash it, getting the water off. So yeah. Okay, and for those of you, I am trying to do, those of you who had the gastric bypass and are like I was, eating out of control, do what I do. I prayed. Guys, when I tell you I prayed every single day for months, praying for God to give me the strength to get back on top of my weight loss, because I should be skinny by now. I should have lost at least 60, 70 pounds since October, and I haven't lost nothing. Like I said, I gained weight since October. I went from 246, like I said, all the way up to 262, and now I'm down to 258, so I'm still 12 pounds over what I was when I last seen my doctor. So yeah, I'm going to try and get that taken care of, get this weight off. But I prayed every day. I never gave up on my prayer, asking God to give me strength to not break down and eat all these bad foods. And so far, like I said, today is day 3. I'm calling it a victory. I'm calling it a victory for 3 days, and 3 pounds in 3 days. I have no complaints. So I'm going to go on and let me make this coffee, guys. And those of you who have Keurigs, if you buying the, you know I'm going to always throw y'all some gems. If you buying the Keurig coffee, you know that stuff is expensive. $40, $28. Not unless you do like me, and I was getting mine at Buggy Buster for $5 for big cases, but you buying all different types of brands. But I bought this here in California a few years ago, and I never used it. And it has the coffee in here, see? So I'm going to pour this out and put some more coffee in there. And that way you save a whole lot of money. So and you know coffee done went up. When I was paying like $9 and $8 for coffee. Now I'm paying 16. Excuse me, guys. I'm cleaning this out. So, yeah. So, so now I'm paying 16. And Folgers. I like Folgers. And I like Maxwell House. But that shit was so high, even at Sam's Club. I think Folgers was like 20-something dollars. And I was like, no, no, God, no, 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 no. So, I seen Sam's Club brand, Members Mark. So they had their own brand of coffee. Classic roast, ground, 100% Arabica, or whatever, I don't know. And I like the medium blend. When I tell you this is good, this coffee is so good. You have to, if you're a coffee drinker, try it. Well, I'm not going to have this one right now because this has got caffeine in it. And I've already had my caffeine for the day. So, now this I had before coffee prices went up. So, but now that they done took the tariffs off, they made Trump, they automatically took all the tariffs off of everything. So hopefully prices in the stores will start coming down. Y'all watch out for that because they did say that the Supreme Court said his tariffs was illegal. He was mad about it and that they have to be rescinded. So since he said that, I'm praying we see a big dip when it comes to groceries and stuff. But I don't, that mean that coffee I got over there will go down. And guess what? I'm not going back to Folgers because I like that. That coffee is so good. Nope, I don't need no Folgers. So, anyway, if you guys don't have anything to say, I'm going to go on and go. Thank you guys for joining me on live. I'm not going to keep you on here for another hour while that chicken bake. Can't do that. That would be rude of me. Now, if I was actually teaching you how to cook it, that would be a difference. But you've seen what I put on there, and I put it in the oven, and that's it. My greens is gone. They got 22 minutes to go, and that's going to be my dinner tonight, greens and a piece of chicken. And that'll be my last meal of the day. Also, guys, I pulled out my protein, my Premier protein powder. So if I want something like sweet or ice cream or something, I will use this protein powder with some strawberries, frozen strawberries, or I have frozen mixed berries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries in a bag. I will take that with some almond milk or some soy milk and a whole lot of ice and make it like a smoothie bowl. And yeah, that's what I would have, or a milkshake if I want something sweet. Let me show y'all. See, this is the Bang Bang. I don't know what happened. See how hard it got? So I got to throw that away. So somehow some moisture got up in here. Hopefully I can use up the other one before it get like this. So anyway, as always, you guys, you know my slogan. Remember, peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live. Bye for now. And each one teach one how to be nice. Do something good for somebody. All right? It'll give you joy. Trust me. All right. Bye for now. Talk to y'all later.